Awesome. All right. So I know it's in your lunch break, and I thank you so much for joining me. But could you just give us a quick? You mentioned some tips of mental health stuff for your event, but mental health break during the workday. I was wondering if you could share a couple tips just to keep people, intact throughout the day so that they don't just, blow a fuse or blow a gasket and just, mess up themselves.
Well, like for example, by law, after working over 5 hours, you're entitled to a 30-minute break. So making sure you're taking those breaks, right? Making sure you're taking time off. Sometimes we don't even do that because for whatever reason we keep working, but taking the time away from work is healthy just so that you can kind of reset, making sure you're getting enough sleep at night, you're eating healthy, you're exercising, you knowing your limits, understanding who you are, what are your triggers, how to navigate your triggers, as you get certain age in life, that should become an awareness. Younger kids may be learning that, but as we age, we kind of identify what our triggers are, how they impact us, how we respond to certain situations, and doing what we can to be in control of ourselves, because that's what we can control. We can control us. We can't control the other things outside of us. There are things we can control and things we can't. So knowing what you can control about your circumstance and what you can't, and being able to identify that. Take time for yourself. So, for example, you may need to include massages in your self-care, exercise, chiropractic care, going to your doctor, making time for yourself. The other day I was talking to one of my colleagues, and she was expressing that she had been so busy that she wasn't able to keep up her doctor's appointments. And she ended up getting so sick and had to spend 3 days in the hospital. There was nothing she could do about that, because if you don't make time for your wellness, you'll definitely have to make time for your illness. So you have to decide which one of the side of the coins you're going to fall on. I know, like, our world tells us you got to go hard and do this and do that, but take time for yourself and to care for who you are, and just, love on yourself a little bit more. And it's okay to do that.
Awesome. Be kind to
Mhm.
yourself. Like I did a
Yeah.
post some weeks ago, a week and a half ago about being kind to yourself. Because sometimes we beat up ourselves so hard because there was this evaluation I had to do, and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I did a bad job. But then when I saw the review, the evaluator wasn't nowhere near where I was thinking. So I was like, okay, you really need to be kind to yourself. Be your number one support, even when you're
Yeah,
thinking you're
for
not.
sure.
Yeah. So
And that takes
yeah, that's
work.
why.
You got to
Yeah,
work on
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. The way you
That's
talk to
true.
yourself, the way you think about yourself, the way you even believe in yourself, like having, and it's having like that true awareness of who you really are, and the concept of who you are should be shaped under the view of how God created us. That,
Mm,
we are unique, we're special, we're fearfully and wonderfully
wonderful
made.
name.
And with that being said, that there are things that God has deposited in us that really truly makes us supernatural, and we have the ability to access that. And so we have to navigate and work through our thoughts. One of my sticky notes on my desk says, and I read it every single day, but it says, no contrary thoughts will lay hold of my thinking power, because the power lies in my thoughts and in my ability to choose to say things that line up with who I am and where I'm going and what I'm trying to accomplish. But
Mm-hmm.
minimizing negative thoughts, negative speeches about ourselves, and, shame and guilt, and just trying to work to be the best we can. It's not easy navigating those things. And I think that's one of the reasons why therapy helps, because you have
Mm-hmm.
somebody that just walks alongside you to help sort out just some of the things that's going on within that
Mm.
nobody can see. Yeah.
Okay, cool.